Hello everybody, welcome to IELTS, TOEFL, and University Academic Vocabulary. Today we're going to learn 5 phrases and 5 words you can use on any IELTS, TOEFL, or academic essay to get a high mark. I'll show you the meaning of the word and how you can use it in your essay. So let's start. If you have a question about tourism and you want to say there are too many tourists, you write there are more and more tourists. This is a band 5 language. Band 6 or 7 language is there are an increasing number of tourists. And band 9 languages there are an inordinate number of. This means there are too many. It also has the sense that there are more than there should be for that situation. For example, there are an inordinate number of candidates for the course this year. There are an inordinate number of tourists around the world. So there's your phrase. There are an inordinate number of something. That's band 9 language. Okay, so you can use this one in almost any essay subject. So there are an inordinate number of overweight children. For education, there are an inordinate number of after-school activities for children, so they work too hard. In science, there are an inordinate number of studies which show that the globe is warming, and so on. So that's your first phrase, inordinate. Now let's take a look at education. You want to say it's very bad. You write, there are too many after-school activities. That's band 5, too many. Band 6 or 7. Too many activities cause children to burn out. So you have a nice phrase there. And band 9 languages, it is not only something, but something. So we have 2 things going on in here we need to fill in. So there's 2 reasons why it's bad. It's not only this, but that. You could actually flip this around and make it good as well. It's not only something good, but something good. But don't mix good and bad in there. So, too many after-school activities cause children to not only burn out, but to dislike school. So you have a subject, verb, object, subject, verb, object, which is the children, to verb and verb. Okay, there's a cause for them to do 2 things. So the word or phrase is it's not only something, but something. So you can use this again in almost any subject. Child obesity. Fast food not only causes cancer, but it leads to obesity. Education, forcing children to study subjects they do not like, not only causes them to dislike that subject, but to reject schoolwork in general. It's a little more wordy, that one, but we have forcing children to study subjects they do not like. That's the subject. That's all the subject. Forcing children to do something. Not only causes, so causes is the verb, subject, verb, them to dislike that subject, but also to reject. So causes them to do 2 things. We have 2 verbs in there. A little bit trickier, that one. This one's a little bit easier. Always better to keep it simple if you're not sure. In science, global warming is not only threatening animals, but also humans who live on coastlines. A little simpler there for you. Not only threatening, but also humans who live on coastlines. Animals, but also humans. Okay? So, here we have, it is not only but. Alright, let's talk about cities. And you want to say they're too crowded and give a solution. So you write, cities are crowded, governments should do something. The important point is, okay, so this is our phrase, the important point is, that's band 5 language here. Let's take a look at 6 or 7. There are many people in cities, comma, and governments should build more suburbs. The main point is. Okay, so comma and is in a compound sentence. We have subject, verb, object, subject, verb, object. That is band 6 or 7. So simple sentences like this are okay. They're good when you need them. If you can do this, it's better. And we have the main point is here. What we want to say instead of the main point, so we have important, main is the fundamental point is. So the definition is it's the most crucial, and there's another word for you there, crucial, you can use. You can say the fundamental point is, it means most important, or you can say the crucial point is. And it means that there's a key point. You can also say the key point. There's all three of those are really good. It means there's a key point and other arguments should be put aside. So when there's many arguments going on, you say, well, the fundamental point is this. The most important point is this. So an example, the fundamental point is that governments are responsible for the problem. So the fundamental point is your phrase, that's Band 9 language. And again, in almost every essay subject, if you can use a complex sentence, you'll get bonus marks. So let's take a look at some. While governments blame companies, the fundamental point is that everyone must work together to solve the problem. Okay, so whatever the problem is. We start with while. This is a subordinator. We have subject, verb, object, comma, subject, verb, object, same thing. In child obesity, and let's take a look in education. Same thing, subordinator. While it is important to learn maths, the fundamental point of education is to learn how to think. And in science, while global warming is threatening animals, the fundamental point is that all life is under threat. So here we go, there's 3 examples. You can use this on any of your essays, and so on. Okay, let's talk about health. You want to say that people should eat healthy and give a solution. You write, people should eat less salt, with a quotation mark there. That's band 5 language. Band 6 or 7 is salt is detrimental to health. So here's a really good word for you. It's a good band 9 word. It means bad for you or bad for something. So salt is detrimental to health. And band 9 language is something is one of the clearest reasons to. So it's an obvious reason that most people would agree on. Health is one of the clearest reasons to ban smoking. Okay. So there's your phrase, and let's see how we can use it in essays. Use it in a complex sentence for bonus marks. Taking care of one's heart is one of the clearest reasons to limit what children can eat. So, taking care of one's heart, subject, is one of the clearest reasons to, verb, what children can eat. In education, social skills is one of the clearest reasons for children to go to school. And in science, global warming is one of the clearest reasons to cut emissions. And so on. So there is our phrase. And finally, let's talk about technology. You want to say people should not use the internet so much. You write, people use the internet too much. That's band 5 language. Band 6 or 7 language, people overuse the internet. And band 9 language, due to a lack of. And now this is going to be in a complex sentence. So it means because there is not enough. So you don't want to start sentences with because, you start with due. Due to something. So in this case, we're using a lack of, so it means you don't have, it's not enough. So due to a lack of research on the effects of the internet on health, comma, subject verb object, people should limit the amount of time they spend online. Due to a lack of. Let's take a look how we use it. Child obesity. Due to a lack of research on the long-term effects of child obesity, comma, sugar intake should be limited. Education. Due to a lack of funding, comma, the music department is closed. Science. Due to a lack of action in the 1990s, comma, global warming has gotten worse. These are all complex sentences. Okay, you can put these into whatever topic it is you're covering, and so on. There we go, due to a lack of. So thanks for watching. Comment below with your, well, not introduction. You can use these words in a sentence and put them in the comments. Like the video, subscribe for more in the series, and go to ispenglish.com for my IELTS course where I can give you feedback on your essays. Thank you very much for watching.